Sands of Time.
Sands of Time is a piece of music I composed for the Literary Festival 2016, and it was a way of mixing Eastern and Western music together. So using traditional maqam, for example, sounds of the desert, together with classical Western music. And I felt by this fusion between East and West, between modern and traditional, and most importantly of all, between the head and the heart, we would be able to find a bridge of harmony, the sands of time. Well, with music, if you want to remember a piece of music, you should build your own narrative. I think it's very important to have a connection between the composer and the audience. And as a performer, I do recommend to a lot of my students that they should try to remember even the very beginning of a piece of music, to find that attachment, that need to understand what the composer's feeling. So I do recommend this concept of having a framework, learning the scales, arpeggios, maqamat, but also having the freedom to improvise once you have that framework. Well, I hope it evolves into a partnership. It's just been one performance this year, did the opening, and it was really wonderful to perform Scheherazade and also a piece called Night of Peace for the festival. And they very kindly commissioned me to write Sands of Time. And I think we're living in a multimedia age, so we really should, especially for the younger generation, be able to fuse music and literature.
So, tell me a little bit more about that, like for me.
Okay.
How would you fuse?
Well, yes, I think the concept of space in music, if you talk in terms of learning a piece of music, for example, the maqamat, the scales, the maqam in Arabic culture, you'd find your teacher will be teaching you orally, will be teaching you to listen. So not just hearing the music, listening to the space between the notes, how the scale is formed. And then later, you can write it if you want to. But the most important thing, unlike Western music, where the teachers are always saying, write the score down, write it down when you hear it, the importance of listening to the music, to find the spaces between the notes and work out why your moods are changing, minor to major, why the emotions are changing. What is the beauty of music, I think, is the harmony you find between this space, between the notes. For example, looking at the skyline of Dubai, this amazing skyline, beautiful. Well, the Burj, of course, tallest building. The space between the buildings is almost as important as the buildings themselves.
Would you say there's a parallel between the space between the notes and reading between the lines?
Yeah, exactly. I wish I had said that. Exactly.
There's your chance to go ahead.
There's a parallel between the space between the notes and reading between the lines. It really was a wonderful team, as always, to work with for the festival. And it was amazing our ability to improvise at critical points, maybe the day before or 2 days before the actual presentation, the way that when we reach the critical point, knowing that we can either break down or break through, and how we helped each other to break through. That was really something wonderful this time.